What's going on, everyone? Welcome into the Portland Trailblazers funeral. Nah, I'ma be a fan, I'ma show my emotion, I'ma keep it real. If you want somebody to keep it fake with you, then you should reevaluate what you want in life. So yay, some second round picks. I am pissed off. That's a terrible signing. Neil Olshey, I don't know what he's doing. It's terrible. Nobody wants a freaking suit up here like, well, you know, this isn't a good trade, but nobody wants a monotone suit up here telling them that, right? Bro, if I'm watching content, I don't want to watch a suit. Hell no. I want to watch somebody that I know is like me, that is emotionally invested in the team, that is a diehard Blazer fan. That's what I want to watch. That's the guy that I'll rock with. They have two defenders on one guy at half court, which means below the half court line, we have a 4-on-3 advantage. But no, we pass it across, still keep it around half court, pass it across the court to CJ, who's also at half court, and then he just stands there. Like like, it's just so stupid. It's so dumb. And that's what drives me crazy about these freaking casuals that just try and tell me, no, man, all it was the missed free throws. God, man. There's no value in a trade exception unless you're taking back a bad contract that a team just wants to get rid of and get no money back. Otherwise, it doesn't have value in itself. You have to attach assets to a trade exception. We don't got no assets. The Blazers give up 125 points to the worst offense in the league, and there's no way to sugarcoat that, so we're not going to sugarcoat anything on this one. I'm in a ranting mood. And people are sitting here on Twitter like, he's trying to reconstruct the roster. He has no freaking assets to reconstruct anything. How the hell are we supposed to do anything? I mean, come on, man. Clear 20 feet of space by just flailing his arms and throwing his body around. And how many fouls do I have? Only 3 fouls. There's probably 10 plays. If he were in a Blazer uniform, Dwight would have fouled out in like 5-6 minutes. The refs in that game were absolutely terrible. Just incompetency leads to getting burnt.
Can't watch us anymore. He understands that we're angry and frustrated, but maybe show a little professionalism if y'all want to be taken seriously.
Well, I think we're being taken seriously because we have a YouTube channel and you don't have anything. This is the worst trade I've ever seen the Blazers ever make. It is not even close. This past trade deadline was pure incompetency, and it led to us getting burnt. Absolutely burnt. What was he doing to help Dame make it easier on Dame? He wasn't doing anything. It's literally, Dame, here's the ball. We'll maybe run a screen for you on the ball, a ball screen or a handoff, which they'll trap. Hopefully you can go 1-on-2 and make something happen for us. It's the Dame, please save us offense, and Dame did the best possible job. Dude, I also have a problem with Mario Hezonja. Why is he playing? Why is he playing over Wenyen, man? Wenyen played 4 minutes. The only asset that matters for Damian Lillard winning a championship in Portland is Josh Hart, a role player. And we traded a star and 3 role players. And the only meaningful asset we got back was one freaking role player. How the hell do you do that? Why? We have to come on here on a freaking post-game stream and talk about effort and how bad they want it and the mental makeup of this team. It's hard to even talk about it because it's just ridiculous and not something that should be a discussion. We should be discussing X's and O's, but we're talking about freaking effort. You're gonna go into lottery day. New Orleans has the 8th pick from the Lakers. It's so blatantly stupid that we do that, man. It's so stupid. Coach the damn team, dude. This dude was so incompetent of a negotiator that he couldn't use that 8th pick as a backup pick in case this crap happened. And Mario only played 6 minutes, but Mario shot 5 times in 6 minutes. If he played 36 minutes, he would have shot, let me do the math here. He would have shot 30 times. But a nice guy, new GM, probably gonna get taken advantage of. This dude got absolutely fleeced. And if you're not going to come on the road into Denver and try to win the game, especially when you're the smaller team, because if you're the smaller team, you have to be scrappier. We're going up against a much bigger lineup and they're out scrapping us. The fact that it seems like every player on the team is just like, oh, okay, whatever. In regards to that is so disheartening for me. And I felt it before, but I was sitting here praying that it would still work itself out. And I was praying that it would be okay, but it's not okay, man. That was my worst fear. Well, my worst fear. He thought he was Kareem for a second. He shot a running sky hook. He had an open three, which, like, if he's wide open, I don't know. I still don't like it. But he had an open three. Instead of just shooting it with confidence, he, like, faked the pass. And then, why is he in there? He literally can't play defense. He literally can't shoot. He literally can't finish. He makes boneheaded play after boneheaded play. So what the hell are we doing? But occasionally, you know, when something really bad happens and we get really frustrated about it, there's like 90% of our viewers are like, thank you. And then there's like 10% of people who are like, oh, you can see, you guys aren't professional. Yeah, we're not freaking professional. We're on freaking YouTube streaming. We're on YouTube. We're YouTubers.
Yeah, okay.
Congratulations. We're not on a freaking radio show. Maybe if we were on the radio. That's like the most, that pisses me off, man. Shout out to all the people out there that will excuse anything he does because he's nice, by the way. I don't care if he's nice or... Like, dude, he could not have done a better job. And in the second overtime, he's on fire. He has a chance to set an NBA record for threes in a game. He's making everything. You just need to try and get him just a little bit of space. Doesn't even have to be clean, right? You just need to maybe get him a little bit of space. And what do? We just have him stand on the other side of the court without the ball, and Austin Rivers is basically hugging him, and we don't even run him a damn off-ball screen. And then when he has the ball, it's let's run a pick and roll for him, even though they're going to bring two defenders every time. It's like he threw in Larry Nance Jr. to create something that facilitates deals if you have assets, but the piece that he threw into the deal helped us lose assets. Time every now and then where Hezonja is good is when he's pushing the ball in transition, but there was a play where Hezonja had a 3-on-1 and Terry Stotts called a timeout. It wasn't a high asset yield situation. In the best case scenario, it was like, okay, I can stomach this. So I was either, okay, or we get screwed. Makes me wish I never studied the CBA so I could just sit here and be a moron. And Stotts can't even do it. The offensive genius himself, like a lot of his defenders try and claim he is, just good old ESPN had to split up that rant. He never, ever did something this freaking dumb. And people want to come away with conclusions on the roster because of that, Eric. And like, oh, well, you see, it's the height. That's why they couldn't defend. It doesn't, none of it matters if they're not trying, if they're not putting forth effort, if they're not playing with heart. Nothing matters. They can have the smallest lineup. They can have the biggest lineup. They can have 8-footers. It doesn't matter if they're not going to try. Freaking Facu Campazzo at 5'10" is getting offensive rebound. He's getting an offensive rebound amongst 4 Blazers that are much, much taller than him. Are you kidding me? Dude, like, how have you exhausted all options that a week before the trade deadline, you're like, yep, well, we have to take this crappy package. That's like the only position where I'm kind of like, okay, something good might happen here. That's the only time I have any sort of hope in regards to anything that Mario Hezonja does is when he has the ball with numbers. And half the time he ends up turning it over or shooting a layup off the backboard that misses rim. But, bro, that's an offensive genius that just the last 15 minutes of game time just sits back and, Dame, please do something, man. Please save us. Hopefully you can hit this double team 3 step back. I've actually been, at least in a college basketball film room, you know what I mean? I at least know what it's like to be in a film room. And honestly, a lot of things you see at the NBA is the same principles that like you learn in high school and college. Obviously, they're just insanely superior players and far more talented. But like a lot of the sets I see in the NBA is like stuff that I ran in college. We worked tirelessly on advanced defensive rotations and situational defense and stuff like that. Stuff they do in the NBA. So whenever I hear a media guy talking about a film room, I don't understand how media guys use playing experience or coaching experience to talk down to people with more than them. More experience than them. It's backwards. It's contradictory. It doesn't work. How are you going to use that when you yourself has never played against somebody who at least has played a little bit? Like obviously Mr. 2.2 in college, all that crap. At least I have some experience. I mean, and I've seen on Twitter somebody say this, don't blame Joe Cronin, he had to clean up Neil Olshay's mess. Well, if somebody gives you a broken down car, where if it was running fine and be worth, I don't know, $2,000, but if it's broken down, you know, you could sell it to somebody who could fix it for $1,000. You don't then go to someone and pay them $500 to take the broken down car for free. That's stupid. Like, sure, somebody gave you a broken down car, but it's still worth something. So you don't go and just give it away for utter crap. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. I gotta go off. You'll love this comment. Says, I've been a long-time supporter of this channel, but Torey's constant pessimism, even through the good times, has been discouraging to listen to. Guess what? I got shit on before the start of the season for being too positive, and we got shit on. I just call it like I see it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you lies. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, it's okay, we have $60 million cap space, and we can use all of that, and keep Nurk, and keep everyone. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and bullshit to you that it's all okay, because it's not. And if you don't respect that, I call it like it is, and I call it like I see it, and I'm a true fan, so when I'm frustrated, you're gonna know I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna hide my emotions, and I'm a diehard fan, and if you can't respect that, then you never actually supported me in the first place, because that's always what I've been about. That wraps up the stream. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Until next time, as always, peace out. Go Blazers.